say a very warm welcome to my special guest for today, Mike Arce, the CEO of Loud Rumor. Mike, welcome and thank you so much for chatting to me today.
Yeah, thanks for having me again. I love hanging out with you.
I know, but a little bit different this time because today we're actually talking about your business, Loud Rumor. And for anyone that hasn't heard about the business before, tell us a little bit about it. Tell us all about Loud Rumor.
So we started, actually this year will be 10 years we've been in business, which is exciting, in November. And, we've now been able to work with about 14, almost 1,500 fitness studios throughout the entire world, not just US, but Australia as well, Chantal, and Hong Kong and Canada, and really throughout. And it's been awesome. We work with over 37 franchises, such as F45 and Arce Fitness and Cycle Bar and a bunch of, really awesome brands we get to work with. And essentially they come to us because they want to grow their fitness studio member base. And I know there's a lot of people that offer the results that we say we offer. But what I will say is there's more than just like the ad campaign, right? Because I think that's where the problem is. It's like, hey, here's the ad campaign that should generate a lot of leads. But that's like saying, going to the gym and saying, here's a lot of the fitness equipment that should get you a lot of muscles and lose that fat. Well, I need to know how to use the equipment really well so that I can make this gym work for me at the highest level possible, right? And so it's the same thing. We've not only got the tools to be able to drive in a ton of leads, but also everything around it to make sure that it's building your business, not just so you get leads today, but you get leads tomorrow with the effort you do today. You know how to sell them, you know how to close them, upsell them, cross-sell them, basically become a well-oiled machine in the sales and marketing department within your fitness studio.
Now, you mentioned a couple of names in there like F45s and Orange Theory. Just give us a bit of a broad overview of exactly the type of clients that you work with.
Yes. So fitness studios are ideal, right? The boutique studios, people that have class-based fitness class programs. We do work with big box gyms in certain cases. It's not something that we like to work with in regards to the agency side of our business. But as far as the do-it-yourself side, it's absolutely wonderful because there's so much material in there for them. Same thing with personal trainers and small group. The training side where they can go in the members area, tons of value for everybody in the fitness business space. As far as our agency goes, yeah, we take ownership of that class-based model.
Now, you just mentioned DIY. So I want everyone to have a really thorough understanding of the different silos within the business and exactly what is available to fitness business owners out there. So give us a full breakdown and let's dive into a little bit of detail around the services that you provide.
Yeah, so we realized that what we did was we created a program that was initially, right, with our agency, we created a program that was the perfect cost and price tag for the fitness studio types that we were going after, generally, right? The problem was that that price tag doesn't match the maximum results they can actually get with the world of marketing that's available to them today. We have to limit them, right? But we have to find a thing that they'll buy. So I didn't really like that. Over the last 2 years, I've really started realizing like, man, there's only like a few percentage of people that's actually doing everything they should be doing. Everybody else isn't, doing it because they don't have the funds to come in that way. So what we decided to do was let's make it super simple for people to get this under their belt in the very beginning. I know when I started my business, when anybody starts your business, you either have time or money. I didn't have money, but I had time. And so I did everything myself in the very beginning. I created my logo. I, ran the payroll. I answered the calls. I made the calls, did all that stuff, right? And so on this side, I know that there's fitness studio owners and entrepreneurs that are kind of in the same boat. I'd rather you learn how to do some of this stuff in the beginning where you can actually, instead of paying a big agency fee to do stuff that's so limited that you could and should just do it yourself because it's that easy, right? So you can do it yourself and then build up the profits to do it right. To where now when you have to add in the complex stuff, you can hire an agency like mine to just take you to an entirely different level. So the do-it-yourself stuff is extremely affordable because it's membership based. And we literally walk you through step by step, holding your hand. Here's how you build a Facebook campaign. Here's how you build the way that fitness studios do it that we work with, right? The top franchises in the world. So here's the way you build a Facebook campaign: Instagram, YouTube, chatbots, email, text, landing pages, everything you can possibly think of, everything step by step there. And regardless if you're beginner, intermediate, or advanced, the value is packed and there's just tons of material in there.
You know what, Mike, this DIY solution, I feel like it just ticks so many boxes for, people that are starting out, people that maybe have small studios that are just getting into things. And I love your example of saying, so often when we start out, we've got time on our hands. We don't necessarily have money to invest in a huge marketing campaign or getting someone to help us. So the idea of being able to go to one place and access all of this training is phenomenal. And given your experience and the experience that your team has in this area, I know that the quality of content in there will be second to none. So when we were talking earlier, just before this interview, you were kind of throwing a few numbers at me in regards to some of the results and the success stories that clients have had that have worked with you in the past. And I'd love you just to share that with the viewers today. Give us a bit of a story or share some results that some clients have had from working with Loud Rumor.
Yeah, absolutely. And keep in mind, I cannot take all credit for all these results because honestly, these fitness studio owners work their tails off. So I more just went along for the ride and provided my part, right? Like I put my piece in that puzzle. But yeah, I mean, For You Fitness went from 2 locations to 8 locations with us in a matter of a couple of years. We have one couple that with just 2 Pilates locations, they're bringing home $50,000 a month profit, take home. Like that's their pay, $50,000 a month, right? A couple. We got one guy going from 1 to 8 locations with Orange Theory. We got one a franchise that's literally up to 142 locations in like 2 years from that time. So just really remarkable to see, like when you apply both a dedicated entrepreneur, somebody that's willing to do the work, with the right work to do, and you combine those 2 things, how easy it is to actually be successful, right? Because it's not hard to be successful. Otherwise, like hard is I can't do it, can't be done. But we look and it's being done. So it can be done. What's the only thing that's hard is learning what those things are. Once you learn what those are, I don't know how to cook. Cooking's hard. But if you give me the recipe, it's not hard anymore. What's hard is knowing what to put in it. But once I know what to put in it, then like putting 2 dashes of pepper, an ounce of milk, I can do the rest. You see what I'm saying? So I just have to be willing to cook and feel the heat, and I'm good.
Mike, there's some phenomenal results. So give us a bit of an idea about how some of your existing clients are using the virtual training program.
Yeah, the most successful ones have such an incredible system that we create and they're implementing, which is, not only do we have all the advertising training, like I just talked about, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, all that, but on top of that, there's sales training and there's HR and there's finance and there's operations and there's retention and there's all these different things. And then within sales, it's not just my sales training. I'm flying in first class some of the most successful fitness studio owners in the world in those particular categories, people that are literally, they have 84,000 paying members and they have 1,500 employees. So they're coming in to teach about how to go find great people and then how to develop them and have them run the company without you. And people that are just crushing it in sales, like that guy I told you is doing 50,000 a month take home. How are you selling? What's your sales process end to end, right? And so now you're able to really learn. And so what our best studio owners are doing, it's hard to run this company and to train your people effectively, but you do know that the better your people are trained, the more efficient your business is going to run. So they let me do all the training for them. And when I say me, I mean the collective, all of us, all the studio owners that are doing so great. So they're having their employees watch like 2 to 3 videos every morning. The videos are usually 2 to 6 minutes long, right? So they're watching 2 to 3 videos every morning. They're taking quizzes after to make the absorb the information. And then the actual studio owners are admins where they can see all the grades and how people are going through it. And so now salespeople are getting trained in sales, payroll people are getting trained in finance, and the instructors are being trained in operations and retention, and everyone's just getting better. And that's really where it all ties in really, really well.
Well, I know that there's going to be a lot of people listening today that are really excited about the idea of getting involved with Loud Rumor and with the virtual training package. So do you have any special offers for the FBP family that are watching today?
We do. So right now we have a charter membership going on for the new version, like 2.0 version of LRVT, Loud Rumor Virtual Training. So the pricing is normally $999 a month. And there would be contract terms, whether 6 or 12 months. Right now, so anybody that joins right now is able to get it for $99. So 90% off, right, for your family. $99 a month, month to month. Cancel at any time.
It's an incredible offer, Mike. So just to reconfirm that, so for the FBP family, we're talking about $99 a month for the Loud Rumor virtual training. That is a massive discount from the original price of $999 a month. And I was really excited because Mike gave me a little sneak peek of behind the scenes of what it looks like. And let me tell you, it looks phenomenal. And I'm actually really excited to jump in and take a bit of a tour through myself. So, okay, Mike, so for all of the FBP family that want to take advantage of that amazing offer, what do they need to do and where do they need to go?
So you can just go to loudrumorvt.com and make sure, I don't know how they spell it in Australia, but rumor spelled R-U-M-O-R in America. I know Canadians spell it O-U-R. So loudrumorvt.com.
I'm glad that you clarified that. We'll make sure that we pop that up on screen as well. So, Mike, look, it was fabulous catching up with you. Thank you so much for coming on and talking to me today and giving all of us a really great insight into Loud Rumor and also into the new virtual training program that is available. So thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you. It's been fun.